Today is November the 1st, 2025. And last night was a time. If you can't tell, my eyes are puffy. I try my best to, do a little 1-2 with my face routine. It's like, girl, you can't hide. You cannot hide 5 minutes of hours of crying. Like, it's just not gonna work. And that is totally fine. But I also wanted to make this video. Oh, look at my running group. So y'all, they look so cute. I wish I was running with them. But I'm on my way to a cycling class. I have a cycling class at 8 o'clock. So right now it is 7:15. I have a 30-minute drive. So I was like, I'm gonna just use this time to talk and to do my Getting My Ducks in a Row series, okay? But to make this short and sweet, and hopefully this can be a short because I may be a little bit long-winded today. But I wanted to speak to people going through a trial right now because I'm currently going through multiple trials. And I think that a lot of times, especially those of us who are faithers, who are believers, who have faith in God, let's just keep it at that. Sometimes we feel like we can't have faith in God and feel these heavy emotions. And I think that's the exact opposite. I read the Bible from beginning to end last year, and something that I've always kept with me is two things. One, God will be your strength within your weakness. And then two, in the book of Psalms, David talked to God. He didn't just sit here and say, "Oh Father, I trust you." He didn't just say that. He said that plus, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And I think that for God to really be able to have access to us, we have to open up our mouths. We have to be honest. We have to be detailed. Now, I do feel like there's a level of respect that God deserves. I don't think that we should be questioning him or telling him, you should have did this or you should have done that. But we do have to be reminded that while God knows everything, it is a relationship. It's like being a parent. You may know that your child wants water, but sometimes you want your child to communicate that. Like, hey, I'm thirsty. That water bottle that you got in your hand, I need that, And I think that starts the relationship for it to be two-sided. Because if God does everything and he just goes to our mind and just fixes things, we never learn to really make that relationship intimate. So I hope what I'm saying is making sense, what I'm putting down, you're picking up. But I also heard this morning, Girl Get Up. There was a sermon that I watched years ago by Sarah Jakes Roberts, and I actually have been reading her book every here and then when I go to the bookstore. And one day, I'm going to get that book. But right now, I got some other things I need to focus on. But she had a sermon saying, girl, get up. Get up. Sometimes we want to just lay in the bed. We want to have these moments of just like, I don't want to keep going, but keep going. And even though I'm saying all this, I still want you to be present in what you're feeling, but not to allow those emotions to have power over you. Like, I remember talking to this particular person. They were just like, it's going to be okay. Just smile through it. And I don't always believe in faking it till you make it. I think sometimes that can be more harmful than anything, because sometimes, like I said, you need to talk to God and be real, because yes, he knows, but he also wants to hear from you, okay? So part of this series of Getting My Ducks in a Row, I had no idea what was going to come. And for this particular day, the day that I'm having right now, it's about just realizing that I have to put my faith in God. And what I'm going to end with, because I feel like I had so much to say, but like right now, everything's kind of like a blur, because I just want to be able just to be able to have a little moment before I get into my class where it's just me and God. But make God your safe space. Make him your vice. I keep hearing that a lot, and I don't feel like I'm hearing it for no apparent reason. I don't think anything is ironic no more. I think everything is divinely timed. So with that being said, make him your safe space, and allow that to not just be in church. Allow that to be everywhere. When you're having that breakdown in your car, let talking to God be your vice. A lot of people, we rely on alcohol, we rely on weed, we rely on sex. And I'm not saying that makes you a bad person, but I'm saying that before you go to that bottle, before you go to whatever, talk to him. Talk to God. He's there for you. There's a reason why they up with the words. That way, when you go through things, you got something to lean on. And when I read the Bible last year, I'm pretty sure I don't remember every single word that I read, but I do know that the things that I did read, they kept me. And I heard this sermon not too long ago about the book of Job. And if you've ever read that book or just privy to it, Job went through a lot. My man's went through a lot, but never did he curse God. And I could hear myself saying, we're not going to cuss God through this. You may feel like you got to talk to him. You may feel like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to just trust you, but we're not going to cuss him. Because one day I cussed him and my car didn't turn on. And I told that as, you can talk to me, but you're going to be respectful. You're going to have your words together. But I went to church last Sunday with one of my friends. And something that she said really struck me. Sometimes the people in your life, not saying that they don't have well intentions, but they cannot take you where God's going to take you. They don't understand the vision or the mission that God has you on. So don't allow yourself to be stuck where you're at because of the people that you are surrounded by. Because sometimes God has to elevate you, and when he elevates you, it doesn't mean that Miss Susie down the street or Mr. Robert on the bus doesn't love you. It just means that he gave that vision, that mission to you. I've heard Tabitha Brown say it. I heard it at church. And if I can find a post from that particular sermon, I'll put it in here. But if not, I want you to be reminded that God has not put that vision in you for you not to use it. God has not put you through that trial for you not to get a lesson from it. God is not going to equip you with something that he doesn't think that you are able to do. And even though right now you may not understand why you're here, you may not get your purpose, and I have those same moments. I'm going to be completely real with you. Trigger warning. I have had moments where it's like, why am I here? But if you're still here, God has a purpose for you. So this probably is not short because I've been rambling for 7 minutes. But I pray that it hit whoever it was supposed to hit. And I'm going to have a little praise session before I go